What's up, guys? As promised, we're gonna do some soulmate relationship readings. I totally forgot to turn my phone down. Let me turn my phone down a little bit. All right. What's up? How are you? How are we? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Yes. Let's do some things and some stuff. Yes. The answer is yes. Like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. All right. Miss Suzanne Horn is first. And so we're going to enter all that stuff in. I know that I've got Miss Suzanne's. We need music. It's quiet in here. We need music. It's quiet in here. Hold on. What do we need? What kind of music do we need tonight? Thank you, Miss Abby. I have been in the car. I've been running errands. I've been doing all kinds of shit and stuff. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now. Okay. I don't know why this blanket keeps falling off behind me. I'm going to let you guys know right now, between me and 200 of my closest friends, on Thursday, oh, here, hang on, let's do this. On Thursday, I have a massive announcement. Like, it is killing me. It's killing me not to tell you guys yet, but I'm going to make myself wait somehow, really, with the help of Sass. I'm going to make myself wait until Thursday, but Thursday at 9:30. So after my Reiki session, there will be a big, humongous, massive announcement, and I cannot wait to tell you guys. Like, manifestations. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So I know you guys are already going to join me on Thursday for full Reiki session, and then we're going to pull cards afterwards. But yes, day after tomorrow, like this coming Thursday, big, huge, major, mega, monster announcement. I cannot wait to fucking tell you guys. Like, I haven't done my cry yet. Like, I haven't, you know how sometimes when you get something that you've been manifesting so fucking hard, and you know, like, you're so excited, like you have to like cry. Like, my cry is in the shower, so I'm gonna do that later. Nobody gets to see me cry. I'm gonna do that later. But I know. I can't wait to tell you guys. All right, let me flip this back around. Make my little face tinies again. All right, Miss Suzanne. Let's find Miss Suzanne. I'll mention that a few more times. So yeah. All right. So we're going to do some relationship compatibility. If you guys are in a current relationship, you want to know. So here's the things that a relationship compatibility read can tell you. Now, this is just a small one, okay? I can do a full one. A full one would be more like 30, 45 minutes just on your thing. But with a relationship compatibility read, this shows where you match up, where you guys butt heads, and I can kind of tell you, like, say with your, you know, love language or whatever, I can kind of tell you how you can balance that out, etc. If you are single, I can tell you that, like, who you should be looking for according to different points in your chart, different areas, placements in your chart. All right, so we are going to click on some shit. All right. Why is this doing this? Hold. We don't want to do that. No, just do this. Do that. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you bitch. Fine. We broke it. We broke it. So let's start over. Let's start over. Whoops. Whoops. Just saying. All right. What action? So we're just gonna put noon. All right. Okay. I broke it. Like, it ain't wanting to do shit with shit. All right. So, Suzanne, yours is on the outside here, and your person is on the inside. So, the first thing I see, that's interesting right there. Oh, okay. That one makes me really happy. So, both of y'all's Neptunes line up. Look at that. Like, that's just like a couple points off. Hang on, I gotta put my nerd glasses on. Woo, okay. No, I don't really need their time of birth. And if it's you, if I need to look at yours, I can just do an event chart if you don't know your time of birth. No big deal. Like, some things are gonna be off, but yeah. All right. So the fact that your Neptunes almost line up exactly is fantastic. And here's why. Neptune is like goals, hopes, dreams, like where you're going. Yours is at a 25 and theirs is at a 28. So that tells me that the two of you, and both of those being in Scorpio, that's a very driven placement. Both of them being in your first house, that's also like the self. As long as the two of you are aligned in where you want to go with your goals and stuff, y'all are an unstoppable pairing right there. Like, unstoppable pairing. The other thing I like is this. Your descending lines up with their lot of spirit. That means that when they're having some kind of, and both of those are in Cancer. So when they're having kind of like a crisis of faith, that is also in a really good, let me clear this off. Hang on. Okay. So this right here. That 8th house is like interpersonal money. That's like the two of you's money together, if that makes sense. The two of you's. When your person is kind of having a bit of a crisis of faith, you're able to kind of calm that down. That's an amazing pairing right there. This one is also amazing right here. So your Jupiter was in retrograde when you were born, and then their Mars lines up almost exactly with your Jupiter, right? Well, it does line up exactly. Both are at 5 degrees. Jupiter is like personal power. It's how you walk in the world. So that's your placement right there. So you have a problem sometimes with your personal power in your career, in where you want to go, you know, career-wise, job-wise, because that 10th house up there, that is career. Okay. So their Mars, that is this one right here, their Mars lines up exactly, their Mars lines up exactly with your Jupiter. So there's good and there's bad. So we're going to talk about the good first, and we'll talk about the bad, and then we'll talk about some more good. We'll just do the sandwich method. The good thing is when you're feeling down about your career, about things like that, they're very motivating. Okay, that Mars placement, that's their passion. So they're very motivated to help you. The bad of it is when you're really angry about career stuff, then that Virgo aspect, that Virgo Mars in them is going to come out in them as well. And they might amplify that a little bit, like get you worked up. The other good part of it is though, when they are pushing too far forward, like anger wise, etc., you having your Jupiter there, even though it's in retrograde, you have a way of calming them down. Like you are one of the few people that are able to calm them down and get them to think about stuff, right? The other two placements I want to talk about is this. See how y'all's Plutos are kind of catty corner? So his Mercury, their Mercury lines up with your Pluto, both in retrograde. So his Mercury was in retrograde when he was born. Where's your Mercury? Okay. And then your Pluto was in retrograde when you were born. The thing that I find very interesting about their chart is that their Sun, Mars, Mercury, and Pluto are all in that 10th house, all in Virgo. So they're a very, very like structured, driven person as far as money goes, as far as career goes. Like they always know how to hold themselves very charismatically. So they're a good person for you to lean on when you're having problems with anything in your job, etc., because of where your your Jupiter is. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. The fact that your Plutos are catty corner, but in the same house, very close to each other, both in Virgo, y'all understand each other on an interesting level, because Pluto is like appearances. It's how I'm really dumbing a lot of these down, like being very simplified, because I know some people try to go too far into this and this and this and this. So just so you guys know, I'm simplifying these placements really easily, so they're easy to understand. So Pluto is like appearances. So his is normal, yours was in retrograde. So you struggle with how you feel you appear to other people. And being that both of those, thank you, Ms. Nancy, being that both of those are in that 10th house with your career wise, you're always going to be worried about being good enough, dressing right. You know, like you're always really concerned with how you appear in your job. So y'all balance each other out really well that way, because when they're getting too conceited about how they appear in their job, like you can kind of like bring each other down. Like y'all are really, really compatible, especially with security, financial aspects, job aspects, etc., because A, all of these placements up here, and B, they're a Virgo, C, you're a Capricorn. That's two very driven signs that, you know, plus your Capricorn placements are in your money house. But also this Neptune placement right here that almost perfectly matches up. That makes me happy. And y'all's charts really match up right here with this cool diamond shape. So here's what I'm going to say, because I'm a big person as far as shapes and stuff goes. So see this diamond shape right here? Okay, it doesn't have the flat part, but it has like the triangle. You know what I mean? Anytime you're doing anything for protection work for the two of you, I would include that in it. And notice the red line in the middle and that right there. It's been a long day, just ignore me. I would 100% use that as a protection aspect for the two of you for your relationship, because that's really, really structured pretty in the middle there. Like it really is. In fact, if I were you, if you want to, and y'all, any of y'all that I'm doing a relationship compatibility read for tonight, take a screenshot of this. Okay, A, it's going to show you all of this stuff, but B, see this right here? This is the two of you's charts lined up together, meshed together. So if I'm doing a reading and I'm pulling this up for you and your significant other, you can use this right here in the middle as a sigil of protection, of keeping the two of you together, etc. Like that's what I would recommend. Okay. So if you haven't taken a screenshot, Suzanne, let me not drink on camera, and then let you not have a thing of me going, or maybe you want Lurleen, I don't know. With your Mars being in Aquarius in the mental house, you are always going to overthink things. And with his Mars being in Virgo up here in the 10th house, he is always going to shut down. So when y'all have any kind of argument things going on, both of you have a tendency to shut down. Except he shuts down and goes to work or does something work-wise or hobby-wise or money-wise. You shut down and overthink everything. So that is one thing that could be a little bit of an issue. His Saturn sits right there on his delineation point, which really isn't quite correct because you don't know their time of birth, but yours sits in your inner child house. So you're always going to feel like you have stuff to take care of to help your inner child out, and they are always going to feel like they have stuff to take care of because they don't feel like they look good enough. Because notice that their Saturn up here is in retrograde in their birth chart. Yours is not. Yours is in Aries. So you always are striving for inner child aspects. They've got some issues with how they feel karma wise that they look. Does that make sense? It's okay. Don't stress about not knowing it. It's okay. But I do love that their moon, oh, I love it and I hate it. Their moon is in Capricorn in the 3rd house, meaning that emotionally they also just shut down and overthink everything. Okay. So let me tell you how Capricorn emotions work. Suzanne already knows because she's a Capricorn. But Capricorn emotions work like this. I don't have them. You didn't see me have them. Nobody else has them. And I am a steel rod. Like that's how Capricorn emotions work. Like we don't have them. So the fact that his moon is in Capricorn in the 3rd house, like that's a hardcore, I have no emotions right there. But with yours being in Scorpio in the 12th house, you see everything as having a spiritual meaning. So keep that in mind. And I don't know if you're going to let them listen to this or whatever, but keep that in mind that they don't have emotions. The good thing is you being a Capricorn, you understand them emotionally because, I mean, your Capricorn self is, you have like 3 Capricorn placements. So you understand them emotionally. They are not going to understand you super emotionally because they're a Virgo and then their moon is in Scorpio. Excuse me, your moon is in Scorpio. So those 2 signs shut down. Like there's a few signs that I like to joke that Capricorns say they don't have emotions, and I'm not wrong. Virgos are very similar, but Scorpios are those signs that they don't have emotions until they do. You know what I mean? Like there's no emotion with this Scorpio until there is, and then it's bad. It's so bad. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. So the 2 of you, you're going to understand their emotions really well. They may struggle to understand yours. So with your Mercury being in Capricorn, theirs being in Virgo, that's actually a pretty good pairing right there. Y'all should be able to communicate really, really easily. So yeah. Does that make sense? Is there anything that you want to know specifically, Suzanne, that I didn't hit on? My arm be itchy. Okay. Well, if there is anything else, the way that I'm labeling these is so I know whose relationship part goes with whose. So if there's anything else, what's up, Miss Brooke? If there's anything else, just let me know and I'll try to answer questions. Just so you guys know, I have gotten way back into answering messages and stuff now. Because, I mean, you'll find out on Thursday. You'll find out on Thursday. You'll find out on Thursday. So, all right. Can't help it. God, I want to tell y'all so bad right now. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Thank you, Ms. Nancy Pooh. All right, Miss Lynn, you are next. Let me get you on here, all ready to go. It's going to be, oh, Lynn, are you on here? I need to know if your birth time is just AM or PM. I just need to know if it's AM or PM. I know you do. You know I got to tease you a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit. Got it. Thank you. Little tiny bit. Your birthday is a day before my sister's. And you are a month and a day younger than me. I will say this, like, it's going to be like a jump up and down scream type of thing. Just saying. So we're all going to have to do the, like, jump up and down screamy type thing. God, look at that. Holy shit. Sorry. Okay, so on this, on here, it doesn't look as impressive because the red isn't showing. But this X right there, what the fuck? That's cool as shit, dude. That's cool as shit, dude. All you need is one right there. But look at the symmetry of some of these lines. Holy fuck balls. Okay, okay. Focus, 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 bitch, focus. Dude, that's cool as shit. Do you see the red that I'm tracing right here? Look. See, all you need is like one more right there. But you have this perfect, gorgeous X. Literally, perfect, gorgeous X right there. Like, that's cool as shit. So here's the thing. If I ever pull a birth chart for you, and Suzanne, I'll pull yours back up if you want to see just yours. And you want to screenshot this middle, that's like your own personal sigil that no one else has. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Just saying what I'm saying. Okay, so if you want me to, Suzanne, I'll pull yours back up after I do this if you'd like. I have a love-hate relationship with these glasses thingies. Like, I don't know what's going on here right now. Okay. All right, Lynn. Absolutely, absolutely. I'll pull yours back up out of this. All right, Miss Lynn. So, all right. So what we're looking at up here is this. Oh, God, your Venus is in Aries. Oh, God. Sorry, I couldn't help it. With your Venus being in Aries and you being in Aquarius, you fight with yourself so fucking much. It's not even funny. So being in Aquarius, having your sun sign in your 6th house, you're super concerned with how you look to other people. And you are not really that person that's going to go out and and jump on somebody, like you are not like a super outgoing, you know what I mean? Like, you're just not. But the Aries Venus there makes you want to be. So you fight with yourself a lot. All right. So I feel like I'm yelling. I don't mean to yell. Oh, well, it's okay. That Venus Aries, let's talk about that. Because that's in the 8th house. And that's like interpersonal money aspects and things like that. So the fact let me go ahead and just put this behind my head before I end up popping myself in the face with this fucking chain, because that's what's about to goddamn fucking happen. Okay. This is beside the point, but I saw some glasses on TikTok with these crazy readers, like these crazy things down the side, and I want them so fucking bad. I can't stand my fucking self, but I also could not justify spending like $45 on a pair of readers. I just couldn't. But the more I think about it, like I've been dreaming about them, so I'm like, you know, bitch, maybe you should. It's a celebration thing. Yeah. Thank you for all those roses, Miss Brooke. Okay. That Aries aspect of you up there, you're going to be... Now, I'm not just saying this because everybody wants somebody that has a job, but you are very, very concerned. Hang on, what's in your 10th house? Oh, your personal power, and it's in Taurus. Okay. And you have 2 placements with your lot of God, girl, you are... Okay. If you are not manifesting money for yourself, I would bet you manifest money for everybody else. Looking at your fucking birth chart, you have some amazing fucking placements when it comes to money. So you manifest jobs, you manifest money for everybody else. Stop that. Stop that. Okay? Stop that. Your priority when looking for somebody soulmate wise is that you need somebody that matches energy with you as far as that goes, as far as money goes. So your Venus up here, this is interpersonal money. So you're really concerned with somebody that can hold their fucking weight. You are not about to carry anybody else. You are not about to, like, you're not going to pay everything for everybody. Like, you're just not going to do it. And being that your Venus is in Aries, you're going to be a little bit of a gifter, but I would bet that your love language is more like physical touch, because Aries being that fire cardinal sign, like you like to take charge. As long as you are in charge in the relationship, you're good. But you also want to make sure that you have physical touch. You know what I mean? However, this placement, your personal power in Taurus in your career, which is also literally tied into your lot of fortune in your material girl house, your money house down there. You need somebody that has very strong placements in this 10th house up here. Either their lot of fortune, their Neptune, or their Jupiter. Jupiter would be preferable. And really you need somebody that has an earth placement in their 10th house. It would kind of be nice if you had somebody that had their one of those powerhouse money signs as well in their 2nd house in an earth placement too. If you can find somebody that has Capricorn in their 2nd house over here, even if there's not, so see, like here, this is a Pisces house, but there's no signs in it. Even if this is empty, but it's Capricorn, that's a good person for you. Like, you need somebody that is very, very constructive as far as job goes, money goes, financial stability goes. As an Aquarius, you're going to be drawn to people that have a little more umph and fire with them. But see this right here? See this Saturn retrograde in Leo in your chart? Fire is not a good match for you. Even though air and fire usually go really well, I'm going to say that an Aries would be a good one for you because of that Venus placement up here. Leo is going to be a no-go. That's going to be a no-go for you. In fact, seeing that up there in retrograde when you were born, I would bet you've probably had some really shitty relationships with Leos. So be really careful in that aspect. The other thing I'm going to say is that an earth sign is also going to be a good one for you, especially like a Capricorn. Capricorn and Aquarius get along really fantastically well as well. Oh, hang on. Did I see that the blue Bodhi was in my live? Hold on. Where is the blue Bodhi? What? Oh my God. How does this fake Bodhi have 10,000 followers? What the actual fuck? me go ahead and screenshot that one. Y'all, if it's not this account, it isn't me. If it's not this account, it is not me. 10,000 followers. That fucking scam account has 10,000 followers. 9,300. That's almost 10,000 fucking followers. I can't. It makes me want to go through the people following that person and send them all messages and say, that is not me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Lynn. Water signs are not going to be a good match for you. Somebody with a water in their moon will be, though, because see your moon right here in Capricorn. You do need somebody with I would say a Pisces or a Cancer water sign, not a Scorpio water. Really, a Pisces is going to be a better moon placement for you, like compatibility wise. Cancer is good, but if y'all aren't aligned in your emotions, that's a lot of fights that could go on right there. Okay? Does that make sense? I know I got off on a tangent there with the fake Bodhi. I hope I didn't yell y'all's ears too loud. But yeah, look for somebody that's got a water placement sign, preferably not Scorpio moon, Pisces or Cancer. I would say Pisces would be like a top tip top. Also, you could look for somebody that has an Aquarius moon. That would also be okay. Like that, those would be good, if that makes sense. Yeah, they totally could have bought some followers as well. But you definitely need somebody that is like an Aries. I would say Aries or Capricorn would be a really good match for you. Taurus would be another good match. Steer clear of Leos, no Scorpios, no Cancers. Even though Leo is directly across from you, y'all are going to be drawn together, but y'all are also going to like butt heads like nobody's business. Y'all are going to butt heads like nobody's business. So yeah, so be really careful there. Does that help there? Help there, Miss Lynn? All right, let me pull Miss Susanna Bananas back up. See, that I don't understand. I gotta figure out what it is I need to fucking do to get my damn blue check mark. All right, Suzanne, if you want to screenshot that, that is you. That is just you right there. Libras are usually a pretty good match for almost every sign. I'm not going to lie. Libra is one of those signs that they're so easy to get along with that they really are kind of compatible with almost everybody. Like, really, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to lie. All right, Miss Nancy Smith. Have I pulled your chart before? Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like there aren't going to be people that are like, no, you know. Like okay. If you are a cardinal sign, you're always going to do better with a fixed sign, which is like, fixed signs are Taurus, Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo. Not Virgo. My brain is not working out right. I'm like stuck in here and I'm like, is this? Okay, let me just, yes. You guys that are cardinal signs, you're always going to do better with a fixed sign. You're always going to be drawn to those signs that are mutable, though, because they are chaotic. You chaotic signs are always going to be drawn to cardinal signs because you want somebody to take over some stuff. You fixed signs are pretty much compatible with everybody. All right, Miss Nancy. So let's look at yours. Another Capricorn. All right. So having a Capricorn placement and having your Mercury in Capricorn, we're going to talk about first, and then we're going to talk about your Venus over here, because both of these two, interesting, that is in line with that and with that. Okay. All right. So being that those two are very strong Capricorn placements in a house that is all about higher learning, philosophy, all of those things, you need somebody that can match you on falling down the rabbit hole. Like, you need somebody that is just as comfortable talking conspiracy theory shit, checking my sugar, hang on, as they are talking about Aristotle, as they are talking about quantum physics, as they are talking about y'all's favorite TV show. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you need somebody that matches you intellectually. So really, you need somebody that has a Mercury placement either in Capricorn or in the 9th house. Like, finding somebody with a Mercury placement in the 9th house as well is going to be like the best, because that way y'all are going to have good conversations, and that is what makes you happy. Like, I know that your Venus is over here in your 10th house, so you are a gifter. Your love language is gifting, because your 10th house is like, this is like your career, your money, and so on. And being a Capricorn, you try to outdo everybody else with gifts. I'm sorry, it's funny. And your lot of fortune is down here in the 4th house in Leo. Oh my God. You are that person that you try to outdo everybody when you're giving gifts. That's so funny. But your love language is gifting. Like, your love language is money, is gifting, etc. Not that you don't like physical touch, but having your Venus in Aquarius in the 10th house, like, that's your love language. So I'm looking at your Mars down here too, because your Mars is in Libra. It's not tied in with anything, so it kind of runs rampant a little bit, which is fine. Your Mars is in your 6th house, meaning you're always concerned with how you look. And being a Libra, being that placement is in Libra, you're always overthinking it and trying to like figure out like where you fit in somebody's view. So you need somebody who is very strong in their own self. You need either a fellow earth sign, or you need an Aries, a Scorpio, an Aquarius. Sagittarius would probably also be a very good match for you, especially a December Sagittarius. But you need somebody that has really, really strong communication skills. Does that make sense? Take your screenshot of that inner thing right there. I'm going to go ahead and like turn my tickets off just because. Actually, I'll leave two. There we go. I like the beat of this. You know what I mean? All right. Miss Heather. So let me tell you guys this. If y'all fall asleep, don't stress about it, okay? I am home this weekend, and one of my main goals for this weekend is getting all of my lives downloaded from the past 30 days and put on YouTube for you guys. For those of y'all that follow me on Patreon, I have realized in trying to find one fucking photo how many photos I actually have on my phone, and it's bad. It's so bad. So the phone that, well, this one right here, it has 1 terabyte of memory. Like, I special order my phones, so I have all the memory. There's so much. There's so much. So I'm just saying, those of y'all that follow me on Patreon, y'all fixing to see some shit and some stuff. And if it's stuff y'all have already seen on my Instagram or whatever, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Hold on. Was that on the music? It was. Okay. So after everybody left about 2 hours ago, and the activity back here picked up like insanely crazy. So I've got my door closed, but I heard that like noise on the sound, and I was like, the fuck is that? Like, please be on there, because I don't want to do this tonight. I don't want to do this tonight. So if you fall asleep or if you have to go or whatever, please don't stress. I will get to yours, and yes, they will be posted on the U of the tubes. Also, I'm just going to let you guys know too, from now on, when I post lives on YouTube, I love that the duck butt is on top of that. If you have a reading, then you will get a link. Like, we will send you a link. If not, I'm not going to just let them be live for everybody to see anymore. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. All right. Yeah, I know it's really easy to read the text and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. So let me add this one here. Son of a bitch. Sometimes it never fails to amaze me. Sometimes things never fail to amaze me. All right. All right. So Heather, yours is on the outside and theirs is on the inside. Y'all line up in a lot of places. Look at that. Look at how pretty all that is. So what I love this. I love this. And I love this. And I love this. Okay. So we're going to talk about where these things line up first. Okay. So see how you have like these two almost line up perfectly. These two line up pretty well. You see, y'all both have your Pluto here. This is roots. This 4th house right here is your roots. So the two of you are really, really compatible in that aspect. Both of you have Pluto that was in retrograde when you were born. Not only that, I find it interesting your Pluto's in Libra and their Pluto is in Virgo. Okay. I love that both your Uranuses are in the 4th house. What I love, both of y'all have 3 placements in that 4th house. They have their moon, so their emotions, their Pluto, which is all about their how they feel that they look. And then their Uranus, which is all about where they see themselves, where they want to go. You have your Uranus, you have your Pluto, and then you have your lot of spirit, which is this little circle right there. You have your lot of spirit in there. The two of you are super aligned with having a good home. Like home is really, really important to both of you. Being that their emotional self sits there, they need to have a safe home space, or they don't feel like things are okay. They do overthink everything that goes along with their home space. So know that that's a thing. Oh, okay. Y'all are really compatible in that aspect. Okay. The reason I say that is because their moon is down here. It is in Scorpio, which means they kind of have explosive emotions. But they need a safe space at home for them to be okay. You have your moon in Capricorn up here in the 7th house, which is your relationships. So you need to have a solid relationship, whether it's family, friends, you know, romantic relationship. You need to have a solid relationship of someone to talk to, because Capricorns don't have emotions. So if you have a moon in Capricorn, you don't have emotions. But you help to anchor them when they're upset, because Scorpio and Capricorn are actually a really, really good match. So the two of you understand each other really well, that aspect. But sometimes you feel like they don't understand you as much. And it's not that they don't try. It's that a lot of times when you have a moon in Capricorn, those emotions shut the fuck down. Like that door gets shut and you're not talking about it. So I'm going to encourage you to be a little more open with your emotions. Let's see. Your Mercury is in your 8th house, your interpersonal house, and their Mercury is in the 10th house, their career house. Okay. So they want to talk about work all the time. They want to talk about money. They want to talk about work all the time. You kind of do too. But yours is a different way. Like they want to talk about work money, and you want to talk about, like, you know, savings and where are we going from here kind of money. But both of you guys are gifters too. Gifting is your love language. Like your Venus is up here in that 10th house. So you, and being an Aries, having an Aries Venus. What's your sun sign? Oh, and you're a Pisces. Oh my God. You are like a super, super passionate person. Okay. And they are, oh, they're a Pisces. Oh my God. Okay. Y'all get along really well in that aspect. I would bet that's never a problem with you, the physical part. But I will say, be careful on gifting too much, because their Venus is over there in that 8th house. Okay. Yours is here. Theirs is here. Okay. So yours is up here in your 10th house, which is all about like money and so on. So when you gift, you want to gift something big so they can show it off. You know what I mean? However, they don't really, and theirs being in Aquarius, they don't really gift as much. They gift more like personal, very, very personalized things, because they don't want to spend too much money. So just know that's always going to be a place where y'all differ. Your Mars is in Aquarius, which is a good placement in that relationship house. But their Mars, okay, y'all get along really well too. So when y'all fight, you just cold shoulder each other. You know, they sometimes like to explode a little bit, but yeah, they like to explode a little bit emotionally, but it takes a minute for them to get there. But the fact that both of your Marses are in pretty chill signs, y'all just cold shoulder the shit out of each other. Y'all just cold shoulder the shit out of each other. I love that both of you have a Neptune and Sagittarius in the 5th house. Y'all are both childish as fuck, and it's great. Y'all probably tease the shit out of each other. You like to play games. You like to do any kind of anything that takes both of you back to your childhood. And that is the hallmark of a good relationship. That is a hallmark of a good relationship. So, just saying. Does that make sense, Heather Love? Thank you for all the roses, Brooke. I can't wait to do Brookie Poos. I'm trying not to flap my gum face too much so I can get through. So I can make sure I get through everybody before it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. Orlando. Did you get a screenshot of the two of you together up there? And if you want Heather, I'm happy to here, we'll take theirs off. There you go. There's just yours, Heather. What the fuck? Have I not ever pulled your chart? What the fuck? I could have sworn I have. 11:19. Okay. Yeah, you were like 10 minutes off. No, not a huge deal. Why are you not working, man? Thank you. Ooh, look at that fucking shit. God damn, Orlando. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But holy shit. This is why you work all the fucking time. Right here. See all that? See all that? Boy, you have 4 Scorpio placements and 4 Capricorn placements. Sir. Okay. I will say that is a gorgeous sigil you got right there. That is a gorgeous sigil you got right there. Okay. So let's talk about your 10th house. That's your career house. That's your drive. And in that house, you have your sun, you have your Mars, which is your divine masculine and your passion. You have your Mercury, which is your wordy words, and you have your Pluto, which is how you feel you appear to other people. Appearance. So you cast a lot of your appearance and how you feel you look to other people based on your job. So you are going to feel more comfortable if you have a title, if you have like an office, if people depend on you, than you would if you were just some nameless cog somewhere. Does that make sense? This right here is really interesting. This is very interesting because your Neptune is in that first house in Capricorn. That is your goals and hopes and dreams. The very first thing you have to look for when it comes to compatibility with anyone is that they 100% have to, you 100%. I saw the Sagittarius, somebody said they. You have to have somebody that is as driven as you are. You have to have somebody that works, that pulls their weight, you need an equal, because having that Scorpio up there and all those goddamn Capricorn placements, it's going to be hard for you to have somebody that you feel like is above you. Does that make sense? So if they're way above you and you're like sugar baby material down there, I think that those placements, you'd be okay with them for a minute and then not, because you have too many Capricorn placements right there. So you need somebody that is ambitious and driven like you are. If not, if they're not even bringing a chair to the table, not compatible. The other aspect is this. You have a lot of placements in this 12th house. Those are 4 placements. So the 12th house is all about, it's all about your spiritual self, your spiritual path. Your emotions are there. Your love language is there. Your Venus is there. Your Uranus is in your 12th house, and your Saturn is there. So your emotions, your love language, your drive, and then your karma are all there in that 12th house. So you also need somebody that is on a spiritual path as well. You need somebody that is compatible with you spiritually. And I know everybody's like, well, everybody wants that. No, some people it doesn't really matter. Like some people it doesn't really matter. With Orlando though, this is a have to. If it wasn't a have to before, it has to be a have to going forward. Ambition and spiritual self, because if you don't have those 2 things, the 2 of you are not going to be compatible. The other thing is this. See this the little X-Man sign down there? That is in your 2nd house. Let me yawn because I'm talking too much. That is in your 2nd house. That's your lot of fortune. So you are a lucky shit. You need to pay attention. That is going to be a key placement, and I'm going to tell you why. Because your lot of fortune, somebody's talking about me, my nose is itching. Your lot of fortune is what puts you in the right place at the right time. And for you spiritually, that is a huge deal. You have always been in the right place at the right time throughout the majority of your life because of that lot of fortune placement. You really need somebody whose lot of fortune placement is in the 2nd house, the 10th house, or the 8th house. In one of those monetary houses. If not, if they are, I guess the 9th house would probably work too, just because of that spiritual connection. But if not, if their lot of fortune is somewhere else, the 2 of you are not going to get along very well. Because you're going to be lucky, you're going to be in the right place at the right time, you're super fucking driven as far as work and money and financial stability goes. If you have somebody that is constantly having bad luck, that is like a money pit person, basically, it doesn't matter if physically y'all connect, if the chemistry is there, that will ruin the relationship every fucking time. The other thing is, see this Jupiter placement over here in Cancer? That was in retrograde in your chart, and it's tied into some major things right here. Cancers are going to be a no-no for you. Okay? They're going to be a no-no for you. Because see how it's tied in with your karma? Yeah. That's a no-no for you. Okay? No Cancers. They're also tied in up here, so you're drawn to them too. No Cancers. You really need an earth sign. Taurus is a good one because it's directly across from you in the zodiac wheel, but Capricorn is another good one, and I would not be surprised to know that you're drawn to some Capricorns because you, with all those Capricorn placements, you are super drawn to their drive, their ambition, and so on. But you need a Capricorn that has like an air moon sign, because you have the fire moon sign. So you need a Capricorn in or an earth sign. Virgo may not be the best for you, but Aquarius would also be a good one for you. Gemini could technically be a good one for you. I would say steer clear of Virgos, really. Steer clear of Libras. Steer clear of Leos and Cancers. Those are the ones that are going to be no-nos. Pretty much the rest of them are going to be good. Does that make sense? And make sure you take you a screenshot of that, because dude, that right there, yeah. Also, your love language, because of your Venus placement right here, being in Sagittarius, your love language is like spiritual connections. So you really hardcore look for somebody that will appreciate the spiritual things that you do. Like that's your love language. And it's a little different because yours isn't going to be like, sometimes it's touch, sometimes it's gifts, sometimes it's words. So you know what I mean? Like your love language shifts so much. You need somebody that has a Venus placement either in the 12th or the 9th house, because 9th is like philosophy. So they would be all about talking about spirituality with you. Forgot to mention that, and I didn't want to forget. Love it. Miss Abby. What did Sass just say? Oh my God, the realizations. That's funny. Ooh, Abby, that's pretty right there. That's a lot of fucking Sagittarius. All right. I be kind of the hungry, so y'all get to watch me kind of eat as a chat. Sorry about that. All right, Miss Abby. Let's talk about this here. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is this. The very first thing we're going to talk about is that. That is your Venus. It's in the 2nd house in Capricorn. There is no better placement for the 2nd house, no better zodiac sign for the 2nd house, than Capricorn. Because the 2nd house is your material girl house, and Capricorn is the material girl of the zodiac. So that could not be a better fit. But the fact that your Venus is there, here's what's up with that. You are a gifter. That's your love language. And see that it's tied into your Mars up here, this one, in Libra, and it's square with it. You are very balanced, first of all, with your masculine and feminine. You're never going to act like overly girly 100% of the time. You're also never ever going to act super mega masculine all of the time. You're going to slide back and forth between the two because those two are pretty well balanced. But the fact that your Venus is in Capricorn, down here, right down. Thank you, Miss Suzanne, for the little meerkats. I had to put that as a goal tonight just so I could see them repeatedly. You need somebody that is going to match you as a gifter. Like, you really need somebody whose love language is gifting. Because that being in Capricorn, even though you're a gifter and you want to give people things, Capricorns also want to make sure that they receive as well. So having your Venus placement in that part right there, in that Capricorn, you have to have a gifter. Like, you love touch, you love food, you love words of affirmation. And that's the other thing too. You need somebody that's really good with words of affirmation, because Capricorns love to have their ego stroked. Any cardinal sign does, but Capricorns love to have their ego stroked. You've got to have somebody that can match you. No Tauruses. No Geminis. And that sucks because Geminis are right there across from you. So y'all are going to be drawn to each other, but y'all butt heads like crazy. I'm going to say no Scorpios either. You have a lot of placements right here in this first house, and they're all in Sagittarius. So here's the thing about that. That's 4 Sagittarius placements. That's your emotions. That's also your sun sign, like who you are. Your Pluto is in there. Pluto is how you feel you appear to everyone else. That first house is also yourself, the self. And Sagittarius is a very, they're a peacock sign, you know, like I need to show off my things. I need to show off this. I need to show off that. So be very, very careful with who you pick, because you need somebody that either when you're ready to be a peacock, they're ready to be a peacock. Or somebody that when you're ready to be a peacock, they're ready to pick up any feathers you drop. You know what I mean? You need somebody that's uber, super supportive of any change that you make, because being a Sagittarius, not that I don't love you Sagittariuses, but y'all get stuck in a rut until you're down to like bedrock, and then bam, bam, you know what I mean? You shoot off into outer space somewhere. So you need somebody that, I mean, really, a Capricorn would be good, an Aquarius would be good, a Virgo would be good, a Cancer would be good. A Libra would be good for you. I'm going to say no Gemini, no Taurus, and no Scorpio for you. I would also steer a little clear of Pisces unless they have a lot of other placements that match up with you really well. Aries could possibly be a good one for you, but I could see where the two of you could get really ornery really quickly and get in trouble. I'm just saying. Just saying. Does that make sense, love? Make sure you get a screenshot of that. That's a beautiful sigil right there. All right, Miss Ashley G. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I love you right back. Oh, son of a fuck. Don't you love it when you do wrong things? Don't you love that? I'm looking at somebody else's shit entirely. Son of a bitch. Really? Really? How is that a thing? All of you New Yorkers. You know that was a terrible accent. You love it. All right. All right, so yours is a little backwards. Actually, we're going to do this. We're going to move you down here because I like it better that way. There we go. All right. So you are on the outside and they are on the inside. Girl, that's a lot of Virgo placements. That's a lot of Virgo placements. That's like 4, 5. That's 5 Virgo placements. Okay, so the thing I like is that both of your Saturns are in Sagittarius in the first house. That means y'all are both working toward the same karmic goals, which is a good thing. Because the two of you coming together, we're going to talk about some other things too. The two of you coming together is fulfilling something karmically. Hang on a minute here. Okay. So their Saturn is tied in with their Venus. Your Saturn is not tied in with... Okay. Yours isn't tied in with yours. I love that y'all's Neptunes are almost in line perfectly. Okay. Y'all's Venuses also line up, both being in that 9th house. Even though yours is in Virgo and theirs is in Leo, both of those being in the philosophical house, the higher learning house, your love language is words. Like if you two aren't telling each other how you feel all the time, then y'all think something's wrong. You especially, because your Mercury is also in that 9th house. I love that your Mars is line up, and that's a good thing. Okay. So the fact that your Neptunes line up, yours is showing in retrograde when you were born, whereas theirs was not. But still, the two of you, both of your Neptunes being in that 2nd house means that y'all are both driven as fuck. Y'all are driven as fuck. So y'all both work toward a lot of different goals. They have their moon and their Aries and their Mars, both in Aries, in their 4th house, meaning that they need to be rooted. They are the protector. They need to be the protector of the home front. That Mars masculine placement being in there, they've always felt like that. They always will feel like that. And if they feel like that is threatened in any way, then your relationship is going to kind of be, a little bit strained. But I love that your lot of fortune is in that 4th house in Aries right there, because you've always been really lucky and you always know the right thing to say and do to make a place feel like home. So anywhere you are with someone you care about, they are always going to feel comfortable when you're there. The problem is, like, if you leave, if you go somewhere else, like, vacation or whatever, this person is going to miss you terribly, way more than they're going to want to tell you. You have a lot of inner child work to do. A lot. They are to help you with that. See how your Jupiter is tied in with both Saturns right here? And I love that their Jupiter is tied in with both the Neptune placements. It's not like super compatible right there, but I like that it's tied in with it. The two of you are helping each other tremendously through a lot of shit in life. I would say that the two of you found each other for a really, really important reason. Y'all both... How long have the two of you been together, Ashley? I don't know if you're on here or not. But I am going to say this. I feel like the two of you are together for a reason. And there's a lot of karmic aspects. There's a lot of personal power aspects that the two of you are helping each other with. Like this is a really, really good placement. Oh my God, are you serious? I just got a low battery on my phone. My chargers are also not in my office. If my phone dies, which it probably will, we'll jump back on. I'll do these again because I really like doing these. Like I really, really like doing these. All right. Krystal Dawn, are you ready? Oh shoot, I didn't even see if Ashley, I didn't even think about if you wanted me to pull yours up so you could get just your sigil. Okay, thank you, Nicole. All right, so Krystal, this one right here is yours. That's a very intense sigil, but what I would draw is this point, that point, and that point, and then this cool flat bottom, like almost diamond bottom back here. But yeah, that's really cool right there. All right, let me add this person. So if my phone dies, and it probably will, so we'll just go till it gives me the FU warning. I will get these finished up Friday during the day. Okay? Ready. Got it. You got it. I already had you in here, Krystal. For some reason, I didn't pull you up. That's all right. Don't matter. All right, so we're going to move that. All right. So, Krystal, this is you in here in the middle. And this is your person on the outside. Look at that shit. I like that. Oh, my God. Y'all feed into each other. Both of y'all's Pluto is in retrograde when you were born. Both of them in Scorpio when you were born. Both of them in the 9th house when you were born. Meaning that when one of y'all is depressed about, especially the way you look, the other one feels it really, really deep. And oh my fucking God. Where's y'all's moons? Hold on. Your moon is in Leo. Their moon is in Taurus. Oh, Lord. All right, they ain't tied together. Okay. Your Neptunes also line up perfectly right there. Except theirs is in retrograde and yours was not when you were born. But they're both in Capricorn, meaning that you have a very strong sense of where you need to go with your spiritual path. Like you always have something pushing you along on your spiritual path. They are stumbling around in the dark. So you literally are the person that is helping to pull them along to where they need to go. I love that your Mars is right here tied with their Venus and their moon. Both of y'all's Venus is in the 3rd house, which is the mind. Theirs is in Taurus, yours is in Aries, yours also is in retrograde when you were born. Y'all are both Aries as well, okay? In the 3rd house. Y'all are both wordy words. Okay. Y'all's love language, both of you. Get off that. Both of y'all's love language is words. You two need to make a promise to each other, if you haven't already, that you will always tell the other one how you feel every day. Because, and I'm going to be like, I love that you said this is great, and laughing. I'm going to be like super, super serious with this right here, because the fact that your Mercury and your Venus were in retrograde when you were born, you have a hard time. Sorry, my kiddo. You have a hard time voicing when you don't feel right. You have a hard time voicing when you don't feel good enough. Especially with this Venus placement. These 3 are Aries placements, and with this Venus placement, also with the fact this isn't tied into your Pluto. Okay, no, good. Also with the fact that both of y'all's Plutos are up here in retrograde, you always have this thought in the back of your head that you don't feel good enough, that you're not good enough, that you're not pretty enough, that you're not thin enough, that you're not fat enough, that you're not this, you're not that. You're always worried that you're not enough. So the fact that their Venus is in Taurus, that's very, very grounding. So when you are stressed out that you're not good enough for your partner, they're able to kind of bring you down, bring you in a little bit, like, babe, no, I love you, you're fantastic. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're able to ground you. The fact that their moon is in Taurus and yours is in Libra, or not Libra, Leo, excuse me, and the fact that yours is up here in interpersonal relationships, the two of you are super compatible there as well, because see, their moon is over here in this 4th house, which is home. And yours is an interpersonal relationship, like money up there. Those two things are very compatible because you're both kind of worried about the same things with making sure your house works, making sure that, you know, there's food on the table, that the utility, like, y'all are both very driven with that. Your personal power lies in the self. Their personal power lies in making the monies. Okay. Man, y'all are super uber compatible. Like, really, you are. An Aries and an Aries isn't usually a good match, but I think that the two of you are, because there's just so much, like, where you're too much in one part, they anchor you. Where they're too much in one part, you anchor them. And the fact that both of your Neptunes are in Capricorn in that 12th house, like, you are the spiritual leader of the relationship, and you are helping them find their path. Both of y'all's Uranus are in the 11th house. They're in retrograde when you were born, so neither one of you really give a big shit about being out socially. It's not that you don't care about social topics, it's that you don't want to be out in the middle of them. Like, you two are kind of homebodies. The fact that your Plutos line up and both of y'all are just as equally insecure, but I love too that both of those line up, that in Scorpio in the 9th house. I would bet y'all have some amazing conspiracy theory talks. Y'all are really, really fucking compatible. Like, y'all are really fucking compatible. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it because there's stuff everywhere, but you really and truly are. Like, the two of you are really fucking compatible. Your lot of spirit here is in the 5th house in your inner child aspect. Theirs is over here in Aries in the second house in the material girl aspect. And it doesn't seem like those two would match up, but it means that when you want to go do something fun and stupid and childish, then they're happy to oblige you. You know what I mean? Like, the two of you just communicate really fucking well too. Because even though your Mercury was in retrograde in Aries, you overthink everything. And since it was in retrograde, you don't have that massive Aries outburst a lot. You kind of like hide things. Whereas their Mercury is in Pisces, they're able to draw it out of you. Holy shit, dude. Like, yeah, I would say that the two of you are a really, really good match. I would bet that you found each other karmically, and I would bet the way you met has a really great story. And I would say you found your person, sugar. I would say you found your person. Just saying. Just saying. You found your person. So this right here, make sure you get a screenshot of that. Make sure you get a screenshot of that. See, I love this with the little peaks that come out like that. I mean, it's almost like a Pac-Man with a little tongue in the middle. But that's what I keep seeing, is that little zigzag right there, and the cool diamond part right there. Plus, also, if you look, there's a cool pointer right there. See it? Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. I really dig this music. All right, Miss Brookie Poo, you are next. Have I pulled a chart for you before, girl? Aw, you are so welcome. I'm glad that I could just solidify all that for you. Oh, what? Okay. What the fuck? Why are you doing that? Fucking piece of shit. Also, this is not part of, well, this is like a little bit of the announcement that's going to be on the 31st, but just so y'all know, I have a whole bunch of new shirts that I'm fixing to drop, because, just saying. Just saying what I'm fucking saying. Oh, I love that. Damn, look at Brooke, the driven little shit. Look at that shit. That's fucking funny. Oh my God, you are a lucky little shit. Okay. So you are in the world, not rooted. Oh God. All right. Okay, that's funny. I love that y'all's birthdays are close. That's cute. Do you know where in Virginia? If not, I'm just going to put Richmond, if that's cool. Because it's not going to make a crazy, massive difference. Colonial Heights, got it. I'm being like 5 and eating green beans with my fingers. I just want to tattle on myself. Just so you know. Just so you know. All right. There you are. Okay. So you are on the outside, and they are on the inside. Oh my God, y'all are super fucking compatible too. I love that right there. Y'all both draw your personal power from your relationships. And being that both of y'all's Jupiters are in Cancer, y'all are both squishy feely when it comes to your personal power. That is really, really, to me, the hallmark of a good relationship, because not only do the two of you kind of feed off each other's personal power. When one of you is up, you pull the other one up. When one of you is down, the other one pulls you up. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are continually pulling each other up, 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 up. Y'all are also both really, really squishy. The reason that you guys have lasted so long is because, see, the majority of your placements are up here. Oh, and they don't have emotions. Okay. That's funny. Okay, they don't have emotions. Because that's a Capricorn moon in the first house. There's no emotions there. Like, there's no emotions there. Okay, got it. Where's your moon? Oh, yours is in Libra. Okay, so you try to be very balanced in your emotions too. So y'all work out really well emotionally. Okay. Libra and Virgo. That's actually a pretty good pairing. I love this. This is what works out really well. Your Venus is up here in Leo. Sorry. That's like a very dramatic love placement. Like, you are flamboyant with it when you are showing love. Like, I would bet that you probably sing all kinds of stupid songs in the house, that you sing really loud just to embarrass, that you are always like, oh my God, I love you. You know, like, you are like overly emotional with it, in a fun way, like not in an embarrassing way, but like in a fun way. Like, you are that one that you're like, I'm going to print us the stupidest fucking matching shirts and you're going to wear them. And the thing is, he has a Libra placement, for his Venus, so he goes along with it. He is happy to go along with it to an extent. But yeah, that Libra placement, like, if he had a Leo placement, I would say y'all probably butt heads a little bit on who is the most over dramatic with your love language or whatever. Your love language is everything, like literally everything. Being that your Venus is in the 8th house, you like to gift, you like to tell people stuff, you like to do stuff, you like to say it. Like, your love language is everything. His love language, however, since his is over here in the 9th house, that is the philosophical house, the higher learning house. His love language is very meaningful things. Like, if you give him something, say y'all go eat on your anniversary and you go to, like, let's just say an Asian restaurant, y'all get a fortune cookie. He's probably going to keep that fucking little fortune cookie thing because that means a lot to him, especially if it's like a 5th, a 10th, like a meaningful anniversary. Or if it's a dinner that y'all have where you're celebrating something amazing, he's going to keep that fucking piece of paper. Like, what it says on that piece of paper, it could say you're going to stub your toe tomorrow. He's going to keep that piece of paper, and that saying you're going to stub your toe tomorrow is going to be like a meaningful thing to him. Like, the serious meanings of everything are super, super deep. And the fact that you have a Leo placement with your Venus, it's the same for you. You're just more like open about it. Like, you'll tell everybody, oh my God, like, when we were married for 2 years and 2 months and 2 days, like, we did this and he got me this little ring and it was just like this little tiny thing, but it means, like, you're very outwards with your love language. He's very, like, you're extroverted with it. He's very introverted with it. But the fact that his placement is in Libra, he loves that you are outward with it. Like, he might act like there's a little chagrin there. Like, he's just like, okay. But he loves it. He fucking loves it. Don't think he doesn't love it. Both of y'all's lot of fortune are right here, kind of lined up together in this 3rd house, which is great because that means both of y'all are lucky little shits. especially when it comes to your thinking caps. So if there's a problem and the two of you can get together with that, the fact that that's a Libra and a Pisces placement. Okay. So if y'all can get your heads together on stuff and sit and talk about things, and we're going to talk about your Mercury placements in a second, you guys can literally think your way through any problem. I would be willing to bet that there is not a problem that could come up in a relationship, in a marriage, or in life, that as long as the two of you sat down and talked about it, like this is your superpower. This is the two of y'all superpower because of this right here. These two lucky placements right there. His Mercury is also in Libra in the 10th house. Your Mercury is in Virgo in the 9th house. So you are that person that you want to talk about super deep things. You're happy to talk about stupid shit, but that placement in that 9th house, like, you want to talk about super serious shit all the time. I would bet that before you met him, you probably went through a lot of people that they seemed really great. And then when you got to talking to them, you were like, oh, you are fucking dumber than a box of rocks. And I can't do this. It didn't matter. They could have checked every fucking box. But if they were an idiot, like, you couldn't do it. If you couldn't sit down and have a conspiracy theory talk about them that encompassed like 9 conspiracy theories, or if you couldn't talk about the meaning of life, or like why you have a pinky toe, like, that's not your person. With him, being that his Mercury is over here in the 10th house, he likes to talk about money. He likes to talk about career. He likes to talk about financial security. Like, he likes to talk about things that support family-wise everything. And being a Virgo and having a Virgo Mercury placement, you do too. But that's also a very intelligent placement. So y'all are both happy to do the give and take. Neither one of those signs, even though Libra is a cardinal sign, neither one of those signs is going to argue with the other one. Like, and don't get me wrong, there's probably some times where both of you have said to the other one, like, I really don't want to talk about that anymore. Like, we have beat a dead horse. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But y'all are both happy to talk about all kinds of shit. In fact, I would bet y'all talk a lot. I would bet you have a very, very good relationship as far as that goes. I love the fact that your Uranus is both of y'all's Uranuses. Both of y'all's anuses are lined up in the Scorpios in the 11th house. Also, both of y'all's Neptunes are lined up. I mean, look, almost like perfectly lined up right here. We're going to talk about this second. Let's talk about this. Y'all both care about the same things socially. And that makes a big, big difference. There might be a few things you kind of sort of differ on, but for the most part, the two of you have the same kind of social causes, and that's a big thing too. I would bet the two of you like politically see pretty close, which is a huge thing. But this right here, both of those placements are Sagittarius. Those are your goals, your hopes, your dreams, etc. Also, this coincides with y'all's Mercury placements, and this coincides with y'all's lot of fortune placements right down here. The two of you are a powerhouse. If y'all agree on a goal, nothing is going to stop the two of you from doing it. Not a fucking thing. Nuclear war would not stop the two of you from doing it. You're still fucking doing it. Y'all decide you're going to Disneyland, nuclear war breaks out, you're still going to fucking Disneyland. It doesn't even matter if Disneyland is not there. It doesn't matter if you get there and there's just like half the sign. You fucking went. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are that determined when y'all set a goal together. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. The thing that does crack me up is neither one of you have placements in here. Neither one of you have, my nose is itching, somebody's talking about me. Neither one of y'all have placements in this 4th house, which is roots and the home. Neither one of y'all have places in the 5th house, which is your inner child aspects. And neither one of y'all have placements in the 6th house, which is your like physical self. So those are going to be things that y'all both struggle with, but you struggle with them together. your Marses are pretty well matched as well, because both are sitting in Cancer. His is just barely in Cancer, but yours is in like the relationship house itself, and his is in the relationship money house. So you are more concerned with like family and how your relationship affects the family relationship, you know, the extended family, and vice versa. He is more concerned with like the financial well-being of the family. So the two of you are able to communicate really well, meaning that he can handle that aspect and you can handle this aspect, and y'all meet in the middle and just have a powwow about it. And I think that's fucking fantastic. I would say that the two of you line up fucking fantastically well as well. And the fact that this looks like a beacon right here. Look at that. Your charts together look like a fucking beacon. You know, the bright lights that shine up in the city that show every, you know, like the bat symbol. Like that's kind of what y'all have right there. In fact, there is kind of a little like wings. I'm just saying. So I would 100% screenshot the middle of that y'all have the bat symbol. Just saying. I would say that y'all 100% have found each other. Y'all have found your person. Y'all have found your person. I don't think there's a single thing that can come up against the two of you, that as long as you communicate and you talk through it, like, yeah, y'all are so fucking compatible, it's not even funny. I would be willing to bet, oh, I've got the really bad notification now. I would be willing to bet that when y'all met, it was like that. It was like that, wasn't it? Am I right? All right, so my phone is about to die. I got the really bad nasty. You're a bitch for not plugging me in morning. So here's what I'm gonna do. Moved in a month later. I love it. I love it. I mean, I think that's fucking fantastic. You are so welcome, Miss Brooke, honey. If y'all don't follow Miss Brooke right here, let me see if I can, yeah. If y'all don't follow Miss Brooke right here, she's funny as shit. She's fucking gorgeous. She has some of the most amazing clothes I've ever seen in my life. So if y'all don't follow her, like, please go do so. Even if you just need somebody to hang out with during the day, you're on usually almost every day, right? Like live in the mornings and stuff. Y'all just need somebody fun to listen to. Like, I'm just saying, go drop Brooke some love. So yeah. I will do the rest of these Friday during the day, and I'll go ahead and schedule it really quickly on here so y'all can come and so y'all know when to come see it. So let me get this on here. Stop it! I hate when I log in and then it's like, because this is gonna die here in just a second. I'm not happy with myself right now. It's kind of been a day. Let me just say that it's kind of been a day. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my life right now. All right, so Friday is what day? What day is Friday? Let me look. The 23rd, of course it is. We will not make it at 1 a.m. All right. You know what? We're going to start at 10 a.m. Central Time before everything gets going out there. All right. I've got that scheduled for Friday at 10 a.m. Central. For the rest of you guys that I didn't get to this evening. You're so welcome, Brooke. Yeah, I just got the 5% warning, so I'm fixing to get kicked the fuck off of this phone. So I will see you guys, the rest of you guys that are on my list, I will see you guys Friday during the day. If you can't make it, if you're at work, don't stress about it. I will make sure that it gets posted on YouTube so you can listen to it. And I will probably have taken all my vitamins right about 30 minutes before that live. So just know that I'll be talking really fast. Just letting you know. So, but yeah, if y'all have to work, if y'all have kids, if you can't sit down and listen, no worries. I will make sure it's on YouTube for you guys so you can go back and watch it. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm trying to talk really fast to get all my words out because this is fixing to fucking die because I'm getting the big red warnings all the time. So I will see you guys tomorrow evening. No, I won't. I won't see you guys tomorrow evening. But before I go, if you guys want to join me tomorrow evening, tomorrow after my mediumship class, there is Witches and Wine, which is a new podcast filming. Grab your spot. You do have to agree to a couple of things first. It's on Zoom. You do not have to be on camera. But if you would like to come and be a voice, be part of this new, let's talk about some shit and some stuff and not like the argument stuff that's here on TikTok all the time, come on. Come on. There's already a bunch of people registered. I'm super excited about it. Let's have some chats and talk about it. So anyway, I probably will not see y'all tomorrow, but I will see you Thursday with massive announcement at 9:30. You don't want to miss it. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Okay, my phone's like giving me the fuck you warning. So, okay. I love you guys, and I'll try to see you tomorrow. I'll try to see you tomorrow just to say hi. Okay? Okay?